Hey guys, this is Chico and Jerry on the Homestead today. He provides. We've got some work to do. Got tomato cages to put down and up. Let me show you something first. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. See the chair behind me and the pot in it? I think it looks great in this is around our house, as you can see. But we got the chair for nothing, and we got the flower pot for nothing, and we bought the phlox earlier in the season from an Amish greenhouse, and it appears to be flourishing. So my wife put it all together out here with our mint, our sedum and our roses. I think it looks pretty darn good. Another item that we've picked up for free is these horseshoe sunflowers. I'll show you the other one when I can. It is very cool. We got those from our daughter, actually. She had someone that stayed with her for a few days or a few weeks, whatever it was. And they just left them. She didn't want them, and she knew that this would be the absolute right place for them. So let me show you this one. See it? Very cool. And we're going to leave the whole yellow paint rusty look. We think it looks good. So let me flip the screen. We're going to clean up the chicken coop today. We've been putting mint in it to help make it easier to clean, to kind of soak up their poop. And we got to clean some of the more poop out, shovel it out, and throw some new wood chips in. The chickens are starting to eat greens, which is a big deal. And they're starting to eat some kitchen scraps. So we're all for that. Let me show you some things that we're doing here. This is a volunteer something or other, but it is starting to choke out everything else. So we're either going to train the runners to go away from the existing plants. We've got tomato plants and lamb's quarter. So we're either going to train those runners or we're going to cut them or something, because we're not even sure it's going to produce or what it might produce. This we've left right here for to return to seed. We got to do some. This looks like it might survive. We're going to cut some suckers today. We got to stake up that one. We left that to turn to seed, which I think it's about to do. We've got to pull weeds, which my lovely wife is already doing. We got to do a little bit of harvesting. Look at that beauty. So we got to do some training of runners here as well. We've been doing some running. Oh, here, I want to show you this. Look at that beauty. And then another one there. So, but we've got some issues. We planted stuff too close in here, and we knew we did. But we've got watermelon. We're going to weed around it, and hopefully it'll work out. We've got some bush beans that may be done. And this garden up here has an incredible amount of weeds, and we're going to pull them and cut them, and I don't know what to do about it. If you've got any suggestions for this kind of, it's called Bermuda grass. We call it devil grass because it's horrible. We're going to pull the weeds around our garlic. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. And then we're going to pull, we've got a lot of weeds up here. Like I say, we've been running here and there. So the gardens fell behind a little, so we're going to catch it up. And these, that are oak trees that we started from walnuts that we harvested from that tree last fall. I'm pretty giddy about it. I feel like I'm leaving a legacy and food for someone in the future. Got anything to say to Deer?
Nope.
She's in work mode.
Lots to do that year.
So, lots to do. We're getting kind of a late start. Had to deal with her parents. He had to go to the doctor, some issues like that. So, we're going to get busy. We'll talk to you in a bit. Okay. Garden update. End of June. We got a lot done. We got, I'll just show you instead of telling you. How's that? We pruned back some of the dead off of the raspberry bushes that we planted this spring. Not all of it. There's a big gnarly piece right there. But we pruned those back. They look like they're going to do well. We pulled up some of the kale that we have been harvesting from and fed it to the chickens. They are to the point now where they're eating kale and lettuce, which we'll take that. We mulched everything again. We still got, from right here over, still got some weeds to pull. We cut down on the horseradish root. The more that's above the ground, the less it'll grow under the ground, and I kind of let it get out of hand. I probably need to prune it back some more. We mulched here, mulched around the garlic. Did not tie up the bell pepper plants, but we will. My wife brought me water.
He's a workaholic. He's killing me.
We mulched here, and we did some vine training. We've got watermelon in here. Probably not the best place, but it looks like it's doing fairly well over there. Just a few feet away right here, not so much. These vines are kind of getting intermingled. One's a pumpkin and one's a, I call them yellow zucchinis, but they may be a squash. But I think I'm going to go ahead and harvest that one. It looks pretty giant. We pulled up all of the stakes and replaced them with tomato cages. We did a little bit of tomato pruning, not much, and we pulled some of the seeds, the stuff that was left of lettuce and mesclun mix and like that. Cut the root ball off through it in the compost, and then put the rest in with the chickens. So we've got some tomatoes growing, and even these tomato plants here that look like crap, and over there, they're producing fruit. Those plants are over a year old, and they're producing fruit. We had compost in a kiddie pool right here, and I guessed that it'd be about 5-gallon bucket. It was. So we cleaned it out, and then I moved the pool over here where my wife is, and when we fill up the chickens' waterers, the excess water I've been running into a bucket and then using that to water the compost. Tonight we will start running it into this pool and rinse the pool out, and we'll take that water and dump it on our compost, which is back there. And then once we get all the sediment, all the compost and stuff out of it, then I'll bleach it so that the kids can use it. If you think that's a bad idea, let me know why. Tell me what you think. Got quite a bit put in the compost. What else, dear? Anything you can think of?
I moved flowers.
She moved flowers. We also, all the stakes that were in this garden, we loaded up in the van we're going to take to the community garden.
Show them our pumpkin?
I did. And we watered all the stuff that's over here in the shade. We need that big pot that's sitting on the porch, so it collects rainwater. So we've watered everything over there with that rainwater, and then all those buckets across from there, those we'll use to water the garden tonight. That's all rainwater that we've captured. So that's about it for our garden homestead update into June. Anything you want to say, dear? I think it's break time, folks. It's actually past lunch, so we're probably due for a break. So please like, share, and subscribe. You can find us here on YouTube, also on Vidme, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Godspeed, folks. It's good seeing you. Well, good talking to you.